So Fallout 76 has been revealed. There's a lot of information packed in all of the new gameplay and trailers we got, but the thing I want to break down today is all of the new weapons we got to look at. There's actually quite a few new and old weapons they showed off throughout the many minutes of gameplay we saw. And again, in this video, I just kind of want to break it down. Some of them are super obvious and were shown like an obnoxious amount of times, and other ones were kind of barely shown or only seen in the background of other images that you could have pretty easily missed. So I'm going to be annoying and start off with all of the things we saw in Fallout 4 already. So all the repeat weapons that you're already familiar with, and maybe you'll be happy they're coming back, some not so happy. So in this first shot, you see three of the weapons you're very familiar with from Fallout 4, very common weapons, that being the hunting rifle first, and it looks almost identical to the Fallout 4 variant. The assault rifle next, which I know a lot of people don't like, I personally don't like it, and third in the back there is the laser rifle, which of course it's going to be in Fallout 76. It's been in like every Fallout game. All three of these are seen multiple times throughout the trailers, and if you want a better look, just go play Fallout 4. It's probably going to be nigh identical to their Fallout 4 variants. So in this picture scene, we see largely more of the same. You see the combat shotgun from Fallout 4 that you know and love. You see a pipe pistol in the middle, and then you actually see a revolver. It looks like it might be a 44 revolver or something along those lines, a fairly standard revolver. This largely confirming that pipe weapons are making a return. You see them all throughout the trailer, but interestingly enough, later on when you actually see the pipe revolver, it actually looks like it got a bit of a facelift from Fallout 4. It definitely looks better. I don't know if there's any changes to the model, but the textures definitely look quite a bit different, and I only really noticed it with this one, or it really showed with this one. And even beyond that, compared to some screenshots from Fallout 4's pipe revolver, this one looks way more pristine, like it's not having as much wear and tear. Obviously that would follow since this game takes place way sooner after the bombs dropped. And then quick here on the right side, you do see the double barrel shotgun, also from Fallout 4. Alright, so now let's get into some of these clips that have new things that you really don't get good looks at. So here we have the fire axe. I'll get into that. We see it a bunch of times. We see the laser rifle, again, see it a bunch of times. You really can't make out that third one, but it looks like it's going to be very similar to the harpoon gun from Fallout 4. Probably something that fires one singular projectile, then you have to reload it. You actually see him reloading in the trailer. So pretty interesting, but I think it might just be the harpoon gun or a little bit of a different take on that concept. So this one's really interesting. You see on the left the laser rifle, on the right the assault rifle, and in the middle I actually think that's a 10mm SMG. It's super hard to tell, but just from the angle we get it at, I think that's what this is. I tried to go over a lot of the other clips from the trailer and I couldn't find it, but if you see a clip on screen with it also, then obviously I ended up finding one. So then here, more of the same, we actually have some familiarity with the assault rifle as well as the laser rifle, but then in the middle, that same person from the last screen that looked like they were holding the 10mm SMG is now holding what looks almost like a thumper, like the grenade launcher, or even maybe a new shotgun of some sort. It looks very interesting. I'm kind of going with the thumper theory, but I personally can't really tell what it is, but I don't think it's something we've seen before. There's a bunch of clips showing off the Gauss rifle, which is exciting, I guess, for those of you who like that thing. Then we get this shot, which is really exciting because it's showing off a ton of new stuff. So the first guy all the way to the left there is holding an MG42. The second guy is holding the Gauss rifle. The third guy is holding something totally new and uniquely Fallout. We have not seen that before, but we see it later on in the trailer also. And then finally, it looks like someone has a Browning 50 cal, which is awesome, but also from the same time period as the MG42, so it kind of follows that that would also appear in this game. And I really like this inclusion. It seems like they're really fleshing out the heavy weapons category of just available weapons in Fallout 76 compared to Fallout 4. But on this clip, if you actually look onto the right side, you could see that person firing that new gun. It almost looks like a Tesla beam of some sort. It's not really entirely clear what's going on there. It almost looks like it's fire related, but that could just be from one of the other guns also being shot. Either way, it looks really interesting and like it'll probably be kind of fun. We got a view of binoculars, which are making a return. And then we get quite a few glimpses of this new fire axe. You see it in the original trailer as well as in the gameplay trailer. It just kind of looks like it's going to be your fairly standard modified fire axe like any other melee weapon. And then I don't know what it was about the MG42, but Bethesda showed it so often throughout these trailers. I think it is literally the thing that got the most screen time as far as weapons go. It's a pretty interesting choice to include in this game. It was designed literally during Nazi Germany and used in World War II, and it somehow made its way over to the United States for Fallout 76. Maybe there'll be a quest or some explanation as to how people are getting their hands on these heavy machine guns. I guess those are the things that might just be available, considering modern military equipment was probably held by the military, while some of these older pieces may be more left lying around or just more accessible, not locked up. So then we have a flintlock pistol, another curious addition to the game. I mean, it's kind of funny. It'll probably be fun to use, but again, how are these appearing in the game and how are they still working? And then we have this new SMG. It kind of looks like the 12.7mm SMG that appeared in previous games. It has a similar vibe, but it obviously is quite distinctively different. Either way, Fallout 4 really lacked SMG, so they're probably just trying to flesh out that category, especially considering this is going to be an online survival game and combat will probably be one of the primary focuses of this game. Either way, that's pretty much everything. I may have missed something. I tried to not miss anything, so if I did end up missing something, please tell me in the comments down below and I could pin your comment or something like that. But it seems like there's going to be quite a few weapons in this. We got some of the old school stuff as well as some of the new stuff, but honestly, not as much variety as I was hoping for. I hope there's like another 4 or 5 that are hidden away and we just haven't seen revealed yet. Obviously, there's the opportunity for DLC to add new stuff in, but even just on release, if this is going to be so combat focused, I would want a pretty wide options as far as arsenal goes. Either way, it's going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can subscribe and watch my next video, but with that, I hope to see you all next time. Later.